Evangelist Mrs. Favour Obaseki. With me in the studio is Mrs. Esther Usifo. We are going to be doing justice to the topic menopause. The sister with me in the house this evening is a nurse and is going to tell us things about menopause. This program is always every Sunday from 5 p.m. The phone number is on the screen. If you have any question or any contribution, feel free to call and the answer will be given to you. Like our Facebook, Amazing Sisters Forum, and share. And as you do, God will bless you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Now, I want to start by asking the nurse in the house this evening, what is menopause?
Thank you, ma'am. I will try my possible best to come down to the understanding of everybody and to the benefits of those that will call, to enable them know some certain things that they need to know. When we say menopause, menopause is defined as the permanent stop of a woman's menstrual cycle. But when we are talking about menopause, the menopause there is not really the problem. But the thing that is really the problem there, the common signs that follow it, the pre-menopause. It is that pre-menopause that normally drives people crazy. And those are the common signs. Those common signs, they make some people to go into anxiety. They make some people to even feel depressed. So those are the symptoms. And those signs that follows menopause are those ones that are important, that every woman needs to know. Every woman needs to be aware. Because it is said, if you are informed, you cannot be deformed. Because if you don't know, when you start seeing those signs, you start running helter-skelter, feel maybe there's one person that is after you, you will not know that it is a sign that every woman must undergo. One person's own can be today, while the other person's own can be tomorrow. It depends on the age. We are various and our signs are different, differ from each other. So most especially one of the signs that mainly make people to go crazy is that of hot flushes. We have different signs. We have hot flushes. We have vaginal dryness. We have sweat. While we also have disturbance, sleep disturbance. So most especially the most common one among the female folks that majority of them complain about is that hot flushes. And that hot flushes, sometimes when some people begin to experience it, some they will even think it's spiritual problem. Because that hot flushes normally, sometimes in the night, sometimes it could be in the daytime. You just see all of a sudden that individual body will be hot. And as the body is hot, some they will just say the way it is internal heat. But normally menopause starts from the age, that premenopause signs, they normally start from the ages of 45 to 55. That is the normal age, according to the rules that govern age. So, in that very stage, when women begin to experience those things, once you are 45, you start experiencing it. You will now, if you know, if you are informed, you know about it, you now know how to go about it. Like some of them, the sweat that normally comes out, that hot flushes, the body hotness, the heat that is in the body. Sometimes you just see sweat in the face, sweat in the chest, there's sweat in the neck. Not that all over the body there will be sweat. Like some, like in the night, when some are sleeping, you just wake up, you just see sweat all over you. Even sometimes, as they are sweating, they will have headache. To look as if the head is heavy. And not that the person was sick before. The person just wake up all of a sudden and you fall into it. But it is better we know. It is better we are aware. it is better we know what is coming up and what we are going to expect and what we will encounter, so that by the time those things start happening, we will not start running up and down. We will not know the appropriate place to go. Then when we talk about another signs that follow, we talk about vaginal dryness. Like that vaginal dryness, it makes so many women, because there is reduced in the estrogen and the progesterone that is in the woman's body. And those are those hormones that normally makes the vagina to be wet sometimes. So when those ones they are reduced, at the end of the day, before you know what is happening, it will now be dry. And when it's dry like that, you see the woman, even when her spouse call her for intercourse, the woman will choose not to meet the spouse. But some of them, the men, they don't understand what the woman is going through. At that very particular stage in a woman's life, it even makes some people, like what I just said before, I said it makes some people to even go depressed. Because they will look as if they want to mad. Before you see them, you see some of them, they begin to soliloquize. They begin to talk to themselves. They will just sit down in one place, they will start talking to themselves. Why some other ones, when they are aware, when you know that these are things that will definitely come, when you start noticing those things, you go to a well-trained health care provider. That one will not lead you. Even some steps, when you get to see them, they will tell you some kind of test to do. They will advise you on how to go about it. At the end of the day, before you know what is happening, you will overcome it. But the most important thing there is that you should be aware. Expect it. That is coming. Someday, somehow, sometime, it's coming. Then another part of it is the sleep, disturbance in sleep. In the night, you find it very difficult to sleep. Some, they will just sleep early, they will wake up. When they wake up, they cannot sleep again. They will just open their eyes till daybreak. By the time they now wake up in the morning, someone will just tell you, I'm sick. Because the body system is not normal the way the body system is. That is a stage in a woman's life. Because as you are aging, you are growing, you move from one stage to another. Just the way baby is when you give birth to babies. They grow from the scratch, they creep, they learn how to stand. That's how it is in the life of a woman. Like what sometimes ago, we had a patient, that very particular patient was going through that premenopause and syndrome then. And the woman packed out of her house. She went to go and be staying in the church.
Church?
He said because the way it is now, yes, there is a spiritual problem. And the way I'm seeing it now, demons are in charge. Even when the woman is in the church, they will also bring the woman for admission. Because when those signs are there, fear comes in. And because of that fear that comes in, that is why majority of some of them, if you don't handle it where they fall depressed. And at the end of the day, it will now result to where they will now start visiting a psychiatrist. But if they are informed, they will know how to handle it. In that woman case, it was so severe that immediately you just see the woman will just come. When the woman will just come, the woman will say, that she has never seen this thing before. She don't know how to go about it. At the end of the day, the woman was cancelled. They asked her to go for tests to check her hormonal, the level of the hormones. When they checked it and they asked that woman, then the woman was between the age of 45. And they cancelled the woman. Even as they still cancelled that woman still comes. Until when it now gets to that stage. But in some cases, even when the menopause has come, you still feel that sign. Because the sign sometimes lasts for about 7 years, sometimes to 14 years, before everything will fizzle off. But in other words, one thing that we should be aware of, one thing that we should be informed, one thing that we should know is that in a woman's life, that is a stage where we must get to. And we must cross that stage. No matter how it is, as long as you are a female, you may undergo it. Why some people will also say that I'm not up to 45, and the way it is, I'm experiencing it. And one of those times is irregular period. So we say I'm not up to 45 and I'm experiencing that irregular cycle. Like in some cases, we have some induced menopause. Due to some, it could be due to drugs. Why some?
The drugs they were using?
Yes.
Okay.
Why some, it could be due to surgery.
Okay.
Maybe they undergo some kind of surgery. Then after the surgery, there can be an alteration there. When there's an alteration there, it has been tempered. So you will just be surprised. You just see irregular monthly period. Sometimes they will not even see it. Why sometimes they will see it? But when, like those people that are in the age of, like all those ones that are not up to age, when they visit the healthcare provider, not a quack, the ones that are well trained, when they get there, they will advise them on what to do. They will not ask them, do this, do this. At the end of the day, they will not know the cause. If it is something that can be corrected, it will be corrected. But if it is something that cannot be corrected, like those ones that have finished giving birth to children, I now looked at it that there is no cause for alarm. Why? Some of them, that hot flushes as they are experiencing it, there are other so many ways which you can also control that hot flushes. And in other words, when you are in that stage, you try to maintain a balanced diet. Maintain the balanced diet. You don't take food that will make you to overweight. Because when you are overweight, when somebody is overweight, somebody is obese, the hot flushes continue and it increases. But when the person live a healthy lifestyle, control her diet, engage herself in exercise, the tendency of that hot flushes can reduce. And in other words, when you meet a healthcare provider, they can also place the person on some supplements that can regulate it. So in other words, the thing mostly that make women to go depressed and make them to start running up and down, some they will even see that it is that woman that I saw yesterday that made me not to sleep. I've had one like that. That one I said, that patient said, oh, he said the way I'm experiencing it. He said, I've gone for deliverance. Oh. He said, you know, I've been going for deliverance. I've gone for deliverance up to 20 times. And that church that I used to go, once you go for deliverance, and that's my pastor. That pastor used to pray a lot. But I don't know why my own is like this. It is not a spiritual problem. It is a problem that it is a challenges that the woman, as a woman, you must go through in life. That the awareness of it makes you to overcome it.
Thank you very much. Is there anything like premature menopause?
Yes, there is premature menopause. That is
from
the one I saw.
From which age you will now say is premature? And
like,
which age is mature?
Like from the ages of from the ages of 35 to 40. That one is common now. That was the one I said it is induced menopause. When that menopause is induced, meaning that person is not up to the age of menopause yet. But there is something that has happened that led to it. And the only way that can be corrected is when the person visits the expert, a healthcare provider, a trained one, the one that can be of good counsel to them.
Now, I want to ask, how do we know a trained person that can handle this situation?
Thank you, ma'am. Like, if you want to know, you have the right to even ask any healthcare provider that is taking care of you. And that's what we are campaigning about now in the nursing sector. You have the right to ask the person, what is your qualification?
Okay.
Where did you train for? You have the right. So if you want to know, if you want to meet that kind of person, you go to a well-organized hospital. When you get there, you will see, you ask questions. When you ask questions, they will direct you. And when they direct the person, when you get there, you also have the right to ask the person the question. Because the person you are asking question, the person that they are taking care of, you need to know who is taking care of you. You need to know if that person is qualified enough to care for you.
Thank you very much. Some people do ask this question, they will say, how do I know I'm in that monopause stage?
Thank you. Yes, you will definitely know if you are in that stage, because one of the signs why you will know, why somebody will know he or she, that she is in that stage, is irregular period, irregular monthly period. Sometimes you just see the monthly flow will come, sometimes it will not come. In some cases, you just see the monthly cycle will just stop for like 3 months, it will not come. And all those signs, like that hot flushes, you will start experiencing them. The person will start experiencing them. Because as at that time, the body system is not the way it used to be. The hormones are down. So there's already a reaction in the body. Then sometimes before you know, you just see the monthly flow will just go for like 6 months. It will not flow. You will not see the person will not see anything. Then one day you will just be surprised the monthly flow will just come after 6 months. Then later it now go for 1 year. After that 1 year, it will, the monthly flow will just come. After going back, sometimes the person will not see it again. That is within the duration of 12 months. It go off within the duration of 12 months.
12 months.
Yes.
That means,
which is 1 year.
Okay. When you now discover that for a whole year you didn't see, you now know that you have really reached that
stage of
menopause.
Yes.
But in that situation whereby maybe 2 months you not see it, it comes after 2 months or 3 months. What do we call that stage now?
That is the premenopause stage. It is preparing towards, you know, when a child is learning how to, when a child is growing, the child wants to walk, the child learn how to stand before the child starts training. That is how it is. It is that stage. That is where the person is at that very particular time, where the monthly menstrual flow will not come, it will not flow, it will just go, you will not see it. Then there are some English which I'm supposed to be using, but I want everybody to benefit from it. So when it now gets to that very particular stage,
it's good you still use that English and you still break it down. Because many people are watching us all over the world. So you can still use the term and also explain what that term means. Now, I want to ask another question. Can a woman get pregnant during menopause stage?
Yes. Within that period of that 1 year, that the person, that the monthly flow is not regular, she can still get pregnant. So if it is somebody that don't want child, that don't want to have children, at that very particular time, there is need for birth control pill so that that person cannot get pregnant. So within the period of that 12 months, that person can still get pregnant. Pregnancy is impossible.
Thank you very much. Viewers out there, as you are watching, if you have any question or contribution, feel free to call. And as you do, God will bless you in Jesus' name. Now, after you have experienced it, maybe you did not see your period for a year, is it possible for a woman to get pregnant after that period of 12 months?
After that period of 12 months, when, you know, I said within the period of 12 months, except after the final stage of that menopause, that the real menopause has come to stay, she cannot get pregnant again. Then within that 12 months, she can get pregnant.
Okay. When it is now 12 months,
and the final, that message comes, that monthly flow that is pending comes, yes, within that period she can get pregnant.
after that 12 months?
No, when there is no more normal menstrual flow, even the hormones, because during that period of that preparation period, you will see some women, they will add weight. Some of them will now look more beautiful, but immediately after that 12 months, everything shrink. It will not come down. Some you will just be surprised when you just say, ah, is this how you now look now? Some they will just look old, but especially those ones that cannot maintain themselves, that cannot take good proper care of themselves. Once you just see them, it will not look as if old age was knocking ever since, and the old age just decided to appear from nowhere and just overtake them.
Wonderful. I have seen the woman was believing God for the fruit of the womb for good 12 years. And after that 12 years, she finally gave birth. She told me, say, you know what? Before this period that she now starts having children, the woman still gave birth 3 times. First time, second time, the third one, twins. She told me that for good 2 years, she did not see her period. What now makes that woman to get pregnant after not seeing period for good 2 years? What really happened?
Like some cases, you know, we're talking about, I talked about induced menopause.
Okay.
It could be within that range. That's what is happening at that time. Then, like in induced menopause, the tendency of saying that person will not have her monthly flow again is not there. When somebody starts noticing it like that, in a case of induced menopause, when you see the experts, they can place that person on some therapy, place the person on some drugs, ask the person to undergo series of tests, discover what is happening there. After discovering what is happening there, the person is well cared for, the health of that person is well managed, pregnancy can occur because it's an induced one. The person has not gotten to the stage of the real age where we now say the person is hitting menopause.
Now, I want you to throw more light on these menopause stages. Different stages of menopause. Throw more light.
Like the stages I was talking about, I talked about hot flushes. I talked about night sweating. I talked about sleep disturbance. Then vaginal dryness. Like in the case of vaginal dryness, is a period or a time where the woman will not want to have intercourse with her spouse. But there's always a way to manage it so that they will not have problem in their homes.
Now, I really want you to dwell on that area because this is the major problems of marriages are having. Now, if such thing occur, what would a woman do to boost up the sexual activity?
Like the way it is now, how to manage that area. We have some of the good lubricants that they sell. And again, let me correct one thing here. Like most women, when they are going through that stage, instead of them to see an expert, they go to get over-the-counter drugs to be using. And when they get over-the-counter drugs, that one will not help them. Even some of them, those one used to affect them. But in that case, what that woman needs to do, see an expert. There are some good lubricants that they normally use that don't have side effects, that will not make the woman to have infection when using them. There are good ones which the woman can be using. But in other words, the woman needs to carry the man along. Let the man know this is the situation. And this is what I am passing through. When the woman involves the man, sometimes the man can even go with the woman to see the healthcare provider. When they now get there, they will give them, the prescription will be done, then it gets good, some of those good lubricants that can be used. Whenever they want to have intercourse, she can apply them. When they are applied, even she herself at the end, she will be happy. Because a woman cannot say because of she's experiencing those premenopause symptoms, because of that she will deny her spouse. But especially like a Christian home now, where there is a rule of one man, one wife. And some Christians that are born again Christians that will not want to go outside their homes. You cannot send the man outside. So the best thing is for you to get yourself prepared. Take care of yourself so that you can continue to enjoy your marriage till it finally comes. Even when the thing is still there, when it has come, when the woman has already hit that menopause stage, she can still use that lubricant. And their enjoyment life can still continue. You cannot say because a woman is in that stage, the woman will not deny her spouse. Some men, they see it as wickedness, but they will not understand what the woman is passing through at that very particular time. And I also want to throw more light on the area of hot flushes. When a woman is in the stage where she's experiencing that hot flushes, one, she needs to stay off alcohol. If she's the type that take alcohol.
You mean some women,
yes, so,
they take alcohol?
Oh God.
Okay.
There is a case we had about 2 months ago. The woman said the husband is going out to drink alcohol. For that reason, she herself, she wants to consume alcohol.
What a man can do, a woman can do it better. Very funny.
When the woman started drinking,
Hey.
they brought the woman half dead to the hospital. And at the end of the day, the woman was admitted. The woman stayed for about 72 hours before she discovered herself. And she discovered where she was. So, like some women, and when they are going through things like that, you know, I said it normally drives some women crazy, make them to fall depressed. Like some that are depressed, they will feel, if I drink this alcohol, it will relieve me. Instead of relieving them, it will make the situation to be more critical, because when there is consumption of alcohol in the body system, it also increases the hotness in the body. So it is better when they are in that stage, they abstain from alcohol and try to take cool baths in the daytime.
What is okay? Cool bath.
Bath, yes, like in the night, in the daytime, and in the evening. Sometimes before going to bed.
But there are some women in that stage, they will be advised, don't use cold water to bath. In such case, what would that woman do?
In that case, if
probably
they want to,
maybe the person have issues before, and the doctor will advise, don't use cold water to bathe. And this person is passing through hot flushes. What will the person now do?
instead of using, if the person is under doctor advice, the person should use, if at least if you want to use the water, it should not be lukewarm. Not the way it is that they will not use the water to be hot. Like some people, when they want to use hot water to bathe, they use hot water that is very hot. They will tell you, I prefer it when it is hot. But in that case, instead of using that cold water, they allow the water to be lukewarm. If they allow the water to be lukewarm, in other words, it's also a cool bath. Not the one that the water is, that of the temperature of the water should be in a temperature where it can also help them. It will not manage the both sides.
Thank you very much. These hot flushes, does it normally respond to maybe when there is heat, you experience it most, or maybe there is cold, you don't experience it, or anytime, whether hot or cold weather?
Sometimes, even in cold weather, you experience it. Why sometimes in hot weather, it will increase. Then, sweat will also continue. But in other words, some people, if you cannot even bathe with that cold water, you can put can of water at the bedside. That person can be drinking water and try to put up clothes that if the person wear the cloth, it will be easy for the person to remove the cloth when the person is experiencing that hot flushes.
Thank you very much. Now, this menopause, how long does it last?
I said it can last from 7 to 14 years.
7 to 14 years?
Yes.
That means the person will continue to be experiencing
that hot flushes, even when the person has gotten to full stage of menopause. When the monthly period is no longer, the monthly cycle is no longer regular, it's not there, it can still be experiencing it. Even that is even the time most people, like when they have started experiencing it already, when the menstrual cycle automatically stop, they start experiencing that hot flushes. Then when you start counseling them, they will tell the healthcare provider that I'm already in menopause and I still experience this particular thing that you are talking about. In other words, even when the person gets to that stage, the tendency of the hot flushes stop once is not there. It will take some duration of period, some time before it will permanently stop.
That means as the woman is aging, it will get to a stage, all those signs will not be there again.
Yes, ma'am. You will not experience, the person will not experience it again. And the person will not even, the person will just be surprised, like some, they will just say, maybe some, they just undergo prayer before that thing happen. They'll just say, God has delivered me. Say, this thing I've been experiencing for more than 12, 14 years.
Yes.
After this last deliverance I went for, that's when God liberated me. They didn't know that it was because it has gotten to the stage where the thing will stop. That is when the thing stops. It's just like the way it is now. When some children, they have whooping cough. That whooping cough, they cough for up to about three months. So even some, when you are applying drugs, the cough still continue. And they will not say, this cough, as the person is coughing, the cough still continue. The cough will not, sometimes it will look as if it has subsided. Sometimes it will still continue. But when it gets to that 3 months, you don't even need drugs, it will stop. That's how it is too in the woman body. So as it's coming up, it's like that, reoccurring. Some people can just be days, while some people can just be continuously, every time, every day. While some people can just be within the duration of 2 days, you will not experience it, the person will not experience it again. While some will just be some few days, the person will not experience it again. While some people will just be there. Continuously, yes. And when it is there continuously, that's when many of them, they start running. So they will even go to native doctor, has to go and spend their money. Some will even go to different places to say they need spiritual help. That they need spiritual help, that the way it is, their body is hot. Even some, they even pack, a lot I've seen, they will even pack from one house to another. They will say it is the house that is the problem.
The house they are living is polluted.
That it is the house, that house is not good spiritually.
Demonic.
And it is not the house that is the problem. It is the stage where they are in life. That is where that challenge is coming from. And except they are aware, except they are informed, except they know how to handle it, except they know how to take care of themselves, they will continue running until it now gets to that final stage. But if they know how to take care of themselves, they are aware of it, when they now see it, they will handle it. They will just say, it's the normal thing. And they will now know how to overcome it.
Thank you very much. This menopause, how does it affect other activities?
Affect a lot of activities in the life of a woman. Because some women, their mood change. It makes their mood to change. You see them, they are easily agitated. Some, they are easily irritated when they see things. Even some, you just look at the woman is not the quarrelsome type. It's the type that cannot even hurt anybody, that don't even look for trouble or anything. Even when the husband is even talking before, the woman will not talk. But in that very particular stage, because of the way the body is, you see them start reacting to things. And some people, it makes them to gain weight, makes them to overweight. And that is why we say, when it gets to that very particular stage, lifestyle is very important. The person needs to regulate his or her life. The person needs to regulate her lifestyle. So that...
Okay, let's pick this call. Hello, good evening. Your name and where you are calling from? Hello, can you please speak louder so that we can hear you? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, your name and where you are calling from. Please, this program is not for children. This program is not for children. Please, go ahead.
So, in other words, when it gets to that particular stage, when you see a woman that is calm, you see her begin to overreact. She begins to do some certain things which she's not supposed to do. And in that area, when before you know what is happening, you see her, the woman will not add weight. Even some, before you know what is happening, the way they will add weight, they can no longer control themselves. So that is why we also say, at a time like that, the woman needs to regulate her lifestyle. She should most especially concentrate on it and take good care of herself at that very particular stage.
Now, when you were talking before, you talk of balanced diet. Can you please throw more light in that area? What are the kinds of food that person is supposed to be taking that will make that hot flushes and every other symptom to reduce?
most especially the kind of food that person is supposed to be taking, the kind of diet, the person should cut down carbohydrate intake, concentrate more on fruits, vegetables. So the carbohydrates can be small, while there will be much vegetable and fruit. Then the person should be taking enough water.
This menopause, what I call it, problem of health, does it make somebody to sometimes lose strength, not be able to do what he's supposed to do, has square, all those things?
Yes. They have fainting attacks sometimes.
Okay.
Because like some of them when they are experiencing that hot flushes, immediately that hot flushes come, like to not look as if there's a kind of cold that come into them. They do not look as if they are losing strength. They will not have strength. So things like that do occur. Because the system is down, a lot of things accompany it. And at the end of the day, some certain things they can be doing. Like some, even if they lift up the kind of bucket they will carry before. When they just carry it, they say, as I just carry this thing, it's as if my enemy wants to die. Because the strength is no longer there the way it used to be. Just the way it is. The kind of race that a 20-year-old girl, female child will run. You cannot expect somebody that is 40 to run that kind of race. That's how it is with the body system.
Thank you very much. Apart from a balanced diet and all those stuff, maybe taking supplements, is there any other thing that one needs to be doing, like exercise? And if exercise, what are those type of exercise? Exercise varies.
There are a lot of exercise that they can be doing. But most especially one of the exercises is the exercise of controlling the breath.
Okay.
Yes. Take deep breath in through the nose and release it out through the mouth. And at that very particular time, they need to avoid foods that have spices, too many spices. You know, when they eat food that have spices, some of, like all this pepper, they increase hotness in the body. And imagine somebody that is going through hot flushes, start taking pepper. The body system is hot, one. The body system is not settled. There's heat there already, and the person is eating excessive pepper. So all those spices, they cut down the intake of spices, all those spicy food.
Okay. What other exercise? Like in the area of exercise, we have different exercise. Among those exercise, which one will you prescribe for somebody that is passing through this stage?
But especially the most common one, because somebody that is passing through that, the majority of them, you cannot just tell them to go and jog. But there are some kind of little exercise which they know their body system can convey. So those ones they know their body system can convey, they can be doing those kind of exercise. But once you try that, they breathe in through the nostril and out through the mouth. Then they can just sit down sometimes, boil water, make the water to be lukewarm. They can just put their leg inside the water. Those ones, they are also part of exercise.
Without hot flashes, they can still do that?
Not hot, warm.
Okay, warm water.
I said warm water.
No, as they are experiencing that hot flashes, they can do that?
Yes, that one will help the blood. That one will help the easy flow of the blood. Yes. Then even sometimes, but most especially the kind of thing that would have helped them is cool baths. If there is a way they can bathe with cold water, even if it is not every time, but occasionally, it will help.
Thank you very much. Viewers, we want to call it a day. And we really know that you enjoy this topic. When you are informed, you can never be deformed. Many people, many women, they are passing through this stage, running helter-skelter, not knowing what to do. And I believe you that have heard us this evening, when you get to that stage, you will know what to do. Or you are in that stage, maybe you have been thinking it's one wish from your village that have been disturbing you. You now know that it's not a wish. It's what you are supposed to experience. That is how God wire your body. And as you listen to us, may you be blessed in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And I also want to advise husband there, if your wife is passing through this stage, please try and do everything. Okay, let me take this call. Hello, good evening. Your name and your contribution or question. You are welcome. Do you have question or contribution?
Is there no drug that can take care of this problem in a woman's body? No drug, medication that can take care of it.
Okay. She will answer you now. Is there no drugs? Is there no medication that can take care of this thing permanently?
There is, but the tendency of saying that it will be permanently taken care of, that the person will not experience it at all, is not guaranteed. But that's what, like what I said earlier, I said they need to seek a healthcare provider, an expert. Because when you get to the expert, there are some therapy the expert will place the person on. Counseling, therapy, and so on and so forth. And when they are taking it, it will help a lot. It will reduce it. But not that one can eliminate it, that it will not occur at all.
Thank you very much. Hey, that reminds me. I was counseling somebody and the person was saying that even center of her head early in the morning will be hot. Is that one still?
Yes, that's science. That's also part of that hot flushes, because the head, the face, the chest, all those areas, they will be hot. Even some people, they will say they are experiencing something as moving objects that is moving all over the body, moving all over the head. Yes, those are also signs.
Thank you very much. Before we call it a day, I want to say thank you, viewers. Keep watching More Grace TV. This program is every Sunday from 5 p.m. You can watch us through More Grace TV, Facebook, Amazing Sisters Forum. Like our page and share it. Also, Amazing Sisters Fellowship is every second Saturday and last Saturday of the month, 9 a.m. in the morning at Benin Motel Plaza, number 1A, Reservation Road, GRA, Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. If you are in Benin, within Benin environment, be in that fellowship every second Saturday and last Saturday of the month. You will learn a lot. Even those seminars you are paying money to go and receive knowledge, this Amazing Sisters Fellowship and Forum, they give you more. When you come, it's never a dull moment. Both spiritually, physically, health-wise, in every area. Whether in the area of your business, people are there to teach you what you need to know, so that you will become what God has created you to be. You are a woman does not mean that you are inferior. Many women, they think that they are inferior. You are not inferior. Every woman is a queen, and every queen has different things to offer. You have something to offer. Don't look down on yourself. When you look down on yourself, people will look down on you. But when you value yourself, you don't look down on yourself. People will look up onto you. You will affect lives positively. That is the essence of this Amazing Sister Fellowship. Have you been passing through difficult situation, hatred? Nobody likes you, and you are demoralized. God promised to make your life amazing. that people that look down on you in the past, they will look up unto you. That is why God sent me to form this Amazing Sisters Forum and Fellowship. And if you follow us, you will never regret. You will never regret, because God has promised. Even my mouth cannot say all that God has promised to do. Each day, God keeps unveiling things He wants to do in the life of amazing sisters. I call you amazing sisters. No matter what you have passed through in the past, your life will become amazing, wonderful, surprising to people. They will say, ah, this person we thought would never become. It's like this. They will join you to serve your God. Joseph, the brethren, when they wanted to destroy Joseph, but the plan of God, God still makes sure that it worked out for him. Look at Esther, an orphan. God made her life beautiful. And that is why God gave me that message, that title, the theme of Amazing Sisters Fellowship. Beauty for ashes. Beauty for ashes. In every area you have been experiencing downfall, frustration, God is ready to make your life beautiful. Amen. God bless you in Jesus' name. Amen. Keep watching More Grace TV. Hi, I am Evangelist Mrs. Favour O. Obaseki, the Covenant of Amazing Sisters Forum and Fellowship. I want to specially invite you to our fellowship, which is every second Saturday and last Saturday of the month. Time 9 a.m. in the morning. Venue Motel Benin Plaza, number 1A, Reservation Road, GRA, Benin City. This fellowship is not a church, it's interdenominational. There are different female pastors from different denominations that will teach you the word of God, teach you what you need to do in your business for your business to progress. In fact, in anything concerning female, they are there to teach you. So don't be afraid that you say you don't want to leave your church. It's not a church. It's a forum where different female pastors from different denominations, they come together to affect the lives of female generally. Are you a single sister? You are married? That fellowship is for you. Whatsoever you are believing God for, as you come to that fellowship, God. Are you a businesswoman? Your business is not going for you. Are you a single sister believing God for a life partner? When you are coming, come with your wedding ring. God had instructed your fruitfulness will be enacted. Are you suffering in your business? You go to your business place. Instead of you to be busy selling, you are sleeping. Come as you come.
Stay connected with Amazing Sisters.